Welcome to the podcast of disaster. I'm your host, JCR1216, and joining me are my co-hosts.
What up?
Hello, I'm LordM. You already know me.
And today we have a pretty exciting thing to talk about. It's the second issue of the DC x Sonic the Hedgehog collaboration. And let me just say that it opens up pretty exuberantly with the Flash and Sonic.
Yeah, it does.
So what are your guys' thoughts on like the opening stuff? I thought it was pretty cool seeing Sonic fight Darkseid along with the Flash.
Yeah,
Um
pretty cool.
yeah, it was pretty fun. There's some really nice choreographed art with it. It's just awesome seeing these characters interact, no matter how different things are. Just the fact that we get to see Sonic and the Flash, something that people have been wanting for years to actually finally happen, is insane.
Love how
Yeah,
they're both trying to one up each other in speed.
Yeah,
yeah, they having like a kind of friendly competition in speed. Who's the fastest?
that's something that I've really enjoyed about these comics with these issues so far is that we get to see a lot of the banter with the characters that you want to see banter. It's like it's fun seeing all of these, even though it's kind of obvious when they showed off the connections that we're not going to get, oh, we're gonna get Wonder Woman and Silver interacting, but we get to see some pretty interesting stuff like with the characters that we're gonna be given to see over the course of the issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think how many issues they confirmed for this crossover? Four?
No, there's like five or I don't know. I know there's a lot though. I think there's at least like six or seven so far, but
Really?
don't take my word on it. But I know that there's some stuff happening.
Dang.
Mm,
And with the success that apparently it's having so far, there might be even more in the future.
Gotta
yeah,
love. And I'm all
they
about it.
have to use this cow. Speaking of cow, what are your thoughts so far in this issue?
Um, I don't. I enjoyed the first issue a little bit more, even though there are a lot more cool things in this issue. It was nice to see the panel shots in this one, I guess, but the introductory stuff that we got in the first issue, I feel like was a lot better than the hey, we're just gonna walk around stuff. To be fair, the second issues and most of the arc stuff, even in IDW Sonic, is just like set up, and then the third one's gonna be a big explosion. Even though it was cool to see the Shadow Dark Side stuff with that really cool panel.
Yeah, especially that one when he's doing chaos control. And if you haven't been on any social media platform, then there's already an outtrend of redrawing that panel.
Yeah. Also, I love how basically both Sonic and Flash work together to get rid of the Omega Beam. As well, Darkseid literally tanking their attacks. They just, man, what the hell are you guys doing? And just, mop the floor a little bit with them.
Was cool. It was pretty cool, especially with how Adam Bryce Thomas is doing the art.
Yeah, Adam's been the like this might be some of Adam's best work. Like honestly, this issue is probably the second my most second favorite things he's ever drawn. With first place obviously being the Iblis Ritter stuff that I made him sketch. But like it is honestly fantastic seeing what Adam has done. Like kudos to him. I think he's definitely a top 5 Sonic artist all time.
And for me, it's the top number two.
I honestly have no ranking. It's hard to decide.
It's normal. It's normal. Now, what are your thoughts so far on the current teaming up? I know I asked this in the previous episode, but right now, what are your thoughts? Did they improve or they just still the same?
I feel like some things were improved. I think Superman was improved with him with his dialogue.
Mm,
I think obviously anything with Darkseid was an improvement. I like the fact that we get to see a little bit more of Darkseid's menace in this issue.
yeah, as well, the elite. I almost forgot the name. His soldiers elite fighting, the protagonist. Also, it was. I just noticed that they made Steppenwolf with the same color scheme as Shadow, red and black, just to get folded by Shadow, which is funny, but kind of breaks the power scale, DC.
Yeah.
It made me think that the DC universe got nerfed because I'm not an expert on DC, but I know that in theory they are way beyond of Sonic's universe. Like Superman could easily solo anything, even Super Sonic.
Yeah, that's just the beauty of power scaling right there. Huh.
Hmm.
Lighting and cow scaling at its finest.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, guys, but we have to nerf you in order the Sonic universe to have a chance. Kind of like that.
Nerf Darkseid. Make him be
Yeah, make him Thanos. Make him fucking powerful. The final boss.
Isn't that what Darkseid technically is?
I mean, yes, but there are also other characters in the DC universe that's supposed to be like final boss, like Trigon. You know, I don't remember other bosses. I remember only Trigon and Doomsday. I think Doomsday was supposed to be like a final boss, but Darkseid pulled off.
Want to say about for the ending, I'm with how they are at the DC world. I'm hoping that we get to see characters besides the main Justice League. Like we already got to see Aqualad, I think. I'm not well versed into the DC side of things, but it would be cool to see the other DC characters like Robin and Martian Manhunter and such. But I'm already glad with how it's going.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Also, we have to talk about the elephant in the room. Everyone in the Sonic universe is dead.
I'm
Yeah.
calling that. I said that right before we did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Like,
means
there's no
that means
more.
for Mike, no more Mobians and stuff. That means
Yeah.
my Queen Yanowing is dead.
Big
And
oof.
from the dialogue, it says, and I quote, "There is no dimensional coordinates to target. Your world is gone, Darkseid, the Justice League, and everything else gone." I'm assuming that it's just gone, not displaced, not into some other realm. It's truly gone, which I'm cementing it as everyone's dead. Your favorite IDW characters, your favorite game characters, they're gone.
Yep. All of them are just
So,
gone.
yeah.
They have been deleted from the server.
Until Sonic and Gang find a way to reboot the server.
Unfortunately, they do not know the Wi-Fi password.
So,
This is definitely a moment in Sonic lore.
it's
But yeah,
key.
like them going in that direction kind of did catch me off guard. It is going to be interesting to seeing what they're going to do because this is kind of giving me like '06 vibes with the universe being gone.
Except without the whole weird time travel and all
Yeah,
that.
because Silver is in the present chilling instead of doing his job as a time traveler.
Okay, shouldn't Silver be fucking fading away? Shouldn't Silver be fucking dead since he's technically from the future?
Well, this is the thing, and I think it's all related to generations. There are technically three Silvers and three Blazes. Uh, it kind of works like this. The Silver we know, the IOI or the game ones, it's supposed to be uh, the second Silver because the OC Silver is kind of in a loop, which basically, you know, O6 repeating over and over. The second Silver, the one we currently know, it reached to Sonic generations. Okay? It's all normal to generation, where the third Silver basically pulls up. The third Silver is the IDY and current Silver in the games, which basically remembers the events of Sonic OC, Sonic OC, Sonic Rivals, and it kind of, you know, uh, a whole mess of the timeline. It's hard to explain, but in theory, the Silver we know is neither from the future or from another dimension. It's just there, so that's why it doesn't get erased because it doesn't belong to the future of that universe. The Sonic timeline is a fucking mess, dude.
Blaze is surely watching from the. Well, I don't
Yeah,
know what.
Blaze is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine Blaze trying to open a portal to visit his friend and finds nothing. Like, hey, it's supposed to be
That's
a
fucking
LordM
dark. Holy
here.
shit.
Yeah,
Depending on
he
the
opens a.
timeline, either Blaze is dead or she's safe in her home dimension. We have no confirmation on where this takes place, if it is canon at all.
Yeah,
It might be a different. It
I'm
might be
pretty
a
sure
multiverse
it's gonna
story.
be. Maybe its own canon, its own thing.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Sega's
Second
been kind
Sonic.
of pushy recently with making everything in the same universe canon. So who
This is,
knows?
I don't know how many times
Yeah.
Blaze has been absent from major cataclysmic events, but that's too much.
I mean, one of the cataclysmic events that happens, that she was involved in was Sonic Generations because the timer was getting erased.
Yeah, but the other stuff like Metal Virus, yeah, that's all I
Yeah,
can
the
think
Metal
of.
Virus. Yeah, in the Metal Virus, she
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
involved.
oh yeah. Wait,
Blaze
what?
just keeps
That was
getting
the
lucky.
cataclysmic one. Yeah, imagine a Metal Virus infected Blaze.
Oh
And
god.
Earth splitting apart. I think maybe the Earth being sucked out of its nature and stuff, doing
Mhm.
Sonic Lost World, all that sort of jazz. I think.
I mean, to be fair, she's running her own
in theory,
kingdom.
Sonic, yeah, she's doing her work. She cannot hang out with the protagonist all the time.
Yeah, but she's lucky. She doesn't have to deal with she does she doesn't have to deal with Darkseid doing all
Yeah.
this. Worst case,
Ima-
Darkseid just pops into her soul dimension.
oh, you know, I'm pretty sure that could happen. If they decide to add another thing, I don't know, maybe Sonic would suggest, what about the soul dimension? We have a dimension and all that. They open the boom, they open the
That
portal
would
over
be
there,
a
and they see
neat
Darkseid
way.
invading. Yeah,
That
Darkseid
would be a
be
neat
invading
way.
there,
That would be a neat way to put Blaze in the story. And I just realized that it's
and
rated
also
13
get the
and up.
same treatment. Yeah, and also it gets the same treatment. Like they save ways, and she sees, her whole world get erased as well.
Also, I would like to
Imagine
make a
how.
correction. There are only 5 DC issues.
Wait, really?
Yeah, only 5.
I thought it
Oh,
was 4.
yeah, maybe they're gonna get extended. Like maybe we'll reach F5, and then they say, oh, they're gonna be another other issues.
We
We're
know,
gonna make it to 10. We're gonna extend it.
yeah,
It
we
can
know that
happen.
the collab is going to go through 2026, so we'll see.
Dang,
Mm.
that long?
Yeah, remember during the original announcement, they announced that it's going to be through 2026.
Forgot already. But
Yep.
can't wait to see it.
Yep. Well, I can't wait to
Also,
see the next episode of the Podcast of Disaster. Thank you so much for listening, and it's been a great week back, and I hope everyone be good to themselves, others, and mothers, and see you on Tuesday.
Great to be back, and I can't wait to see y'all next time.
See ya.
yeah, me too. Bye.
Later, nuts.
Bye bye.